Hello again, YouTube. I'm back with another video today. This time is a video response to SwampPiper84 for his 150 sub contest. But first, the pipe. I am smoking that little cob warden that you saw in my Yabo, and in it I am smoking Frog Morton on the Bayou, one of my old standbys. Figured that'd be a good way of breaking in a new pipe is with an old tobacco. Which is just as good as I remember it, though it doesn't have as much depth as I thought it did. Anyways, in SwampPiper's new contest, he wants us to talk about whatever it is we want to talk about, and I wanted to participate in this because he's giving away some good stuff and because I really enjoy his videos and it seemed like fun, but also just gives me an excuse to talk about something which I like talking a lot. But I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do a video about, and it dawned on me that the answer was looking me right in the face, and that is why I love tobacco. Not just pipes, though I do love pipes, all tobacco. So, without further ado, why I like tobacco. If you went back into my history, ancient history, little kid, you might be a little confused as to why I like tobacco. One, my parents weren't smokers. Not really. I'll get more into that later. No, my grandparents weren't smokers, at least not when I was around. Uh, None of my close family were smokers. None of my close friends' parents were smokers. Nothing like that. There was no smoking going on. Not really. However, growing up, I remember going places, like places I loved, like the county fair, or to barbecues, or most importantly, the outdoor movie theater that was in my town. These were big events for me. I didn't get to go out very often because my family were farmers, so there wasn't a lot of free time. So getting to go places and have fun and as a family and all that, that was kind of a big deal to me. And at all these places, there was always the smell of cigarettes and occasionally pipes and cigars, but I didn't know what the different things smelled like back then. Excuse me, by the way. I just knew that I liked that smell, and still do, and associated it with happy things, good times. It's now nostalgic, but back then it was, ooh, I smell that. It's something, it's going to be a good day. Also, my father, while not a smoker, would get Thanksgiving and Christmas and Easter. He would have those not off, but he would make sure that he had time to have dinner with us, even when he owned his own farm and he was working, every day, 12 hours a day, day in, day out. And so I remember, those times my father, as an entire family, despite my dad's job, we were all together. And after the big meals on those days, on those holidays, my father would smoke a cigar. Nothing special, just a Swisher Sweet. And he did that as far back as I can remember. And so, again, I started to associate the smell of cigars with good times. As I got older, that never really changed. I kept associating the smell of tobacco with good times, happiness, things like that. When I got older, my father started, when I was like 15 or 16, he would let me have a glass of wine with dinner, and at the same time, he offered me one of his cigars. When the meals were over, we'd sit outside and we'd have cigars together. You know, again, just cheap little Swisher Sweets. Not cigarillo Swisher Sweets with filters, but like actual cigars. And so, again, more association to tobacco being a good thing. And around the same time, I was doing a lot of research into history. My dad's actually a bit of a history buff, World War II, Civil War in particular. And I was researching stuff of my own about the Revolutionary War and things leading up to it. And I realized just how influential tobacco was to Americas, and I thought that was so cool. So it was only a matter of time until I was 18. When I turned 18, I wanted to smoke something. I didn't want to smoke cigarettes, but I wanted to smoke cigars occasionally. I wanted to be like my dad, have it at special occasions and stuff. So I started doing research into tobaccos and nicotine and... Hold on one second. Daisy, what are you doing? Daisy, leave that alone. Sorry, the dog was attacking a bug. Anyways, where was I? Oh, right. 18, doing research in tobaccos and the effects of nicotine and different kinds of tobacco and tobacco all around the world and how influential tobacco was not only to the Americas, but to England and all that stuff. Like, tobacco just became a big thing for me. And I researched all the different forms of it, and eventually I got cigars, good cigars, got into pipe tobacco and all that. And it's just been a part of my life since. It's something I enjoy. I think tobacco is really cool. I think historically it's really cool. I think it tastes good. I like the effects of nicotine. Um, I like the history behind it. And I've made it my goal to have almost every kind of tobacco. To date, I have had pipe, obviously, cigar, cigarettes. I will not chew tobacco. And I don't really have any desire to use snuff. Tobacco leaf on my teeth. That is disgusting. I'm sorry. Um, well then. The only thing I haven't tried that I want to try is snuff. And the reason I haven't tried snuff is, one, it's not easily found. Two, when I mentioned to my girlfriend that I wanted to try snuff, she said, I'm cool with you doing everything. All the cigars, the pipe, um, the e-cig when I was doing that, all that stuff. Perfectly cool with it. I enjoy those things. I don't want you inhaling cigarette or tobacco up your nose. Don't want you doing that. That just seems like a bad idea. And I said, well, what if I get it sent to me someday? She said I could try it then. I'm not allowed to order it, so maybe someday somebody will send me some, or I'll get it some other way. But until then, I'm fine just smoking a pipe. I don't intend to get into snuff like I do smoking. I enjoy smoking. It's just something I want to experience. And as a chewing tobacco, the reason I don't chew tobacco is, one, I, how do I phrase it? I don't have a problem with people that do it, but I find the idea of doing it myself disgusting. It's less the idea of chewing the tobacco, it's the idea of all the spit that comes out of chewing tobacco. That's nasty. And snus, while not bad, just seems like a really poor form of, poor way of getting nicotine. You know, showing little pouches up under your lip and all that. Not for me. But yeah, that's why, to this day, I'm interested in tobacco. I research tobacco, I read books about tobacco, I watch documentaries about tobacco, I partake in tobacco, and like I said, I research tobacco. I find it all very interesting, and frankly, if you're interested in tobacco, the best way you can research tobacco is to use tobacco, and the best tobacco to use if you want to research it is a pipe. Which brings us here. And that's all for my video reply to SwampPiper84. It's been fun. Hope I was interesting. I know I have a tendency to ramble and lose track where I am. But hey, I'm enjoying it. And I hope you do too. If anybody wants to do a video reply to this, they should. Telling me why you smoke a pipe. Why you're interested in tobacco. If you are. That's all. Talk to you all later.